Today we'll be talking a lot about the topic of fintech. So a lot of the students will be learning all about fintech. I'm sure that after you have read through the article, you might have some questions. What is fintech and how is fintech as a whole affecting you in your daily life, and what can you do about it to change the future in form of fintech? So today we have very special guest today, Dr. Lalua Rahsiad from APU. She was and currently is a lecturer that is focusing on the fintech studies. So we'll be discussing a lot about fintech with Dr. Lalua, as well as a little bit sneak peek details as well from her insider knowledge about the fintech industry. More to come. So welcome. Thank you very much, Dr. Lalua.
Thank you, Mr. J, and I think the whole of the teams. Thank you for inviting us to give a little bit of, I would say, our 2 cents of what actually fintech education is all about. And the special part is I'm so intrigued with your enthusiastic to explore this among the youngs.
Yes.
Yeah, the secondary school. Something that interests me. So yes.
A lot of people are questioning what is fintech. You know, it has been very integral in our daily lives. So we have been using it every day. So clarify for those that will be listening over here. Dr. Lalua, could you let us know in short, what is fintech, and would you be able to give some examples on what fintech we are currently using in our daily lives?
Okay, let's go back to the literature itself. Yeah, what is fintech? Fintech, the definition that you can find in the Google and everything, is basically a disruptive of traditional finance. For example, previously we have bank. Now we have lots of online bank, and also new things. I think in the rest of the world for the last 2 years is digital bank. So that is meaning disruptive of the traditional finance. It can go to how you apply your loan. Now you can just apply online. So that is another what we call e-lending. Investment, you have to need your remiser or broker before this, but nowadays there's all the technology that embedded inside your mobile, your mobile device, where you can invest anywhere, anytime. So anything that disruptive, okay, the disruptive of traditional finance, we can consider as a fintech. That is basically the definitions by book. But for me, fintech is a new way of life. Yeah. Now you can just buy anything. You can just pay without cashless basis. Even fintech, you can invest anything. And one thing that is important, I think, the information that given in the fintech apps itself is basically beneficial for us to run our life daily. So I think fintech rules our daily life. So that's why I say fintech is basically a way of life now.
Okay.
Is it lemon enough?
Right.
Yes.
So let's say, can I say that it's mainly a technology that will affect us in how we save money as well as use our money?
Yes.
The ins
everything.
and outs
I think
of money.
J is everything now. No, it's not already like will. It's already like we are actually living in it with the whether we realize it or not.
Right. So let's break it down into 2 parts.
Okay.
Money coming into our account and money going out of our account.
All right.
So starting with money coming into our account, right? What's the difference between 10 years ago, where we are just going to the bank and saving our money, or just going into the online and saving our money through our salary, with a fintech technology on how we are putting in money into our accounts?
I think 10 years ago, people still go to ATM machine to check whether their salary is banked in or not. So, people like waiting for 28th of every month to do that. But nowadays, we just click in the click of the hand. We have lots of e-banking, right? Online banking, to be honest. I think all the banks already have to embed that, because the competition among banks is really high. So we need that user-friendly e-banking system, right? So we can check anytime, even we can check who actually bank in. Previously, we don't know who's to bank in, right? Cash in, but now we know that even though it's from personal transfer, we know that it's already it's this kind of person because the reference is there. So it's actually nowadays is much more, I would say that it's much more really more systematic with KYC, know your customer, how they actually use the, I would say, online platform. And another one is the one that is important after, I think, if I can rewind back during our, I would say, the World Trade Center, the September 11. So prior to that, we have this what we call AMLA Act. Yeah. So we want to avoid that AMLA Act, which is also so good for a security on who are transferring to our account and what they are transferring. So these two system or these two technology or two alert system is specifically important when we are embedded the money coming in.
Right.
So these two things, yeah, KYC and AMLA. I think all the banks are working hard for this. Previously, we have this what we call SWIFT IBAN code,
Yes.
but it's no longer. I mean, it is still there, but it's no longer effective, I would say. So KYC and AMLA are actually a new game changing to transfer money in.
Okay, so would I say that the money coming in part, and mainly it enables the user to have more security,
Yes.
As well as more data towards flow of the money.
Who's sending in? Yes, correct. And also, I think for the nation itself, it's more security with this, lots of terrorisms coming in, money laundering coming in, what we call washing, money wash coming in. I think it's good we have a very stringent KYC and AMLA.
I see. Okay. Would you be able to give us some examples of fintech products that is commonly used, or something that you yourself finding very intriguing nowadays?
I think all the digital banking and also the I would say platform TNG is not a digital banking, yeah, touch and go, to be honest, but they are widely used because their platform is really friendly. I can even I can even top up my touch and go on the go. Yeah, don't do that, yeah. Don't do it while you're driving, no, but you can do that, yeah. So it's moving, you still can top up your touch and go. You can do a lot of things. I think touch and go is one of the most friendly users. That's why I think the adoption to Malaysian ecosystem is quite large. I think almost 70-80% of Malaysian have touch and go. Another thing is because they work closely with government. All the subsidies that government give it to to us, all this Madani cash or whatsoever, through touch and go, right? So we are adopting that. So it's easy for government also basically to detect who are the recipients of all this Ehsan cash and so on, which is good for me. So that is why touch and go also have a very good what we call a verification process. Selfie your my card so they can detect your face, and then they will read your IC, so you only have one account, touch and go, which is another things which is good. So once you verify your account, you will get all the special treatment, not special treatment, I mean all the Ehsan cash from the Madani government nowadays. And it goes beyond that. I think you can also spending via touch and go platform. Yes. No, I'm not the touch and go spokesperson, no, but I think that's one of the good things. But beside that also we have a newbie digital bank in Malaysia. Malaysia has I think 8 licensed digital bank in the future, but 3 which is already operated. So kudos to GX Bank, yeah, our first. Kudos to Aeon Bank, the first Islamic digital bank, and kudos to Boost Bank. I think the first fully Malaysian collaborations there, yeah. But GXB we have with Grab, Singtel kind of thing. Aeon Bank with Aeon, obviously the Japanese part, but it's Islamic, so the first Sharia digital bank. And we have also the latest one, Boost, and Boost Bank should be the first fully Malaysian, fully Malaysian collaborations there. So kudos to the 3. I think there's a few more coming soon. That's another platform that we can use. I think put aside all that, all the e-commerce platform, I think Shopee, right, Lazada, we have like a new one, like we can still have that Grab food, yeah, Grab, and we have Food Panda. I would say that is all the platform of fintech platform because there is a transaction of money in and out, yeah. So whichever platform that have money in and out is basically considered as fintech platforms. So lots of things, all the shopping nowadays, all the even Lotus, even Jaya Grocer, all have like online ordering as well. So that's one thing good about having that platform. So it can actually help to gain or to rise our GDP,
Right.
which also can also help the national income revenue.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason why fintech is crucial to assist the country, the Malaysia, the region to be more sustainable in terms of economics.
So it's very interesting, 5 years ago,
Yeah.
when we are going to travel or if we are going shopping, the first thing that comes into mind is that we need our wallet, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays, right now,
And exchange, currency, foreign currency.
yes,
Yeah.
foreign currency exchange as well. So as of right now, we don't even need to bring our
Yeah.
wallet. It's just a handphone, and everything, all the transactions in and out can be utilized using just the app by itself.
Just activate your wave, correct?
Yes.
But can I add also, Jay? Nowadays, there's lots of not digital banking, online banking that is open to not just the resident. For example, Big Pay. For example, Wise. Even though I'm not a nationality of whatever country, but if I have a bank account on that country, let's say on my personal side, I have account in Barclays in UK, I can open a Wise base in UK. So that is much more easier. I bring my Wise card, and the exchange rate when I travel, because I'm heavily travel, everybody said like I'm so heavily travel. So that Wise card is normally the card that I focus, because the exchange rate that used by the Wise is very low, very minimum. So we can cut the exchange fees there. So that's one of the good thing for the travelers who are wanderlust so far. So yeah, I think that is in international base. So then you can shopping without so much concern on the the currency exchange.
Right. So let's categorize on the money out part. Right? Obviously,
now money in done, huh?
Yes.
Money in
yes.
done. Yeah,
So
money out.
So money in is as what we have discussed. So like the money out part. So obviously going for shopping, right? Investing and such. Would you be able to share with us some of the top key utilization of money out that can be utilized using a fintech platform?
It comes back to all the debit card, I think, or the credit card. And okay, talking about money out also, we have lots of e-lending that is actually taking opportunity of the fintech ecosystem at the moment. For example, like I say, Shopee Pay, right? They give 3,000 credit to Lalua. For whatever reason, maybe I heavy buyer, they give 3,000 credit limit, so we can spend via credit there, spending. And if you pay on time, or your regular pay and your payment are cantik, what Malaysians say are very cantik, they increase your credit limit.
Right.
So this is a new credit card kind of thing without no need to apply. They approach you. Same goes to Lazada, I guess. Same goes to, I would say now, Grab Pay.
Right.
Yeah.
Shopee.
Pay later. Yeah. Shopee, yes. Those and we have other platform as well as A2Me, right? A2Me. So it's another platform where you can buy online. We give you credit, you enjoy the credit, pay or let's say in 3 payments and so on and so forth. So this is a new things where we can spend via fintech apps.
Right.
Okay, so there is a like issue whether is it good or is it bad. Again, it go back to the behaviour of how we control our spending.
Would you say this is like the new age credit card?
Yes, that's why I say it's a new age credit card. Even credit card now, okay, credit card you have to apply for your, you have to provide your salary slip and everything, but not for this buy now pay later. It can be, they can detect you or you are a good spender, then they give it to you without, I don't know, no hello. Suddenly, wow, we are increase your credit to 800, make it 5,000. So it just on your behavior. So they already know that you are a good payee, no default and everything. They detect you from AI, nowadays they detect from AI and they enjoy the perks of the AI. So this is another fintech collaborate with AI technology. They detect your spending behavior. This is another way out of spending your money out, But we as the citizen, the human, we need to take responsible of our spending.
I see.
The keyword is starting there.
So we'll talk a little bit more about the repercussion of lending in so much money to so many
Yeah.
people at one
Yeah.
go. Focusing back on the money out part, right?
Yeah.
So we talk about
The NPL.
spending for shopping, for investing,
Okay.
lending money. What would you say would be the most important part of fintech when it comes towards spending money by the normal consumer, that they will be using it on a day-to-day basis and from now for the next 5 years to come?
I think the one that we enjoying now will still be there, like ordering food from Grab, yeah, ordering whatever from apps, Shopee, come back. It will still have that. I think for the next 5 years. I just want to quote my two of my interns have given me the statistic that from 2015 we only have 14% of adoption, fintech adoption.
Right.
5 years forward, 2021, we have 64 almost percent fintech
Right.
adoption. 4 times heavier, 4 times heavier after 4 years, 5 years. And it can be, I would say, with the pace now, it can, I think, reach to 80% and so on for the next 5 years perhaps. So it's crazy. It's something that is fast and furious. I think all of us, especially youngs, all this adik-adik in sekolah, I think it's time for you to embrace this pace. Okay, stand by. You need to stand by, and when the comes is right for you to use it. I think when you are 18, you can have your own touch and go and so on. By 18 years old, you can start, utilize it. You can start benefit from it. So it's good for you to have this awareness now, with trophy and also cable caster. All right, it's good to have this what we call awareness now. So it's a standby for them to have a better understanding of what happening when they are 18, which is good. I commend trophy. Your effort is really commendable. It's commendable.
Okay.
So yes, for the next 5 years, fast and furious, beware. There's a lot of things coming.
Thank you so much. Dr.
But in the same time, because it's too fast, it's also too exposed to a lot of scam and etc.
Yes. I think we'll talk a lot on the scam part and
Yes,
the
later,
preventive measures of how fintech is able to early detect and to have a lot of safeguard on towards that. I just want to lead back towards a story that I just saw the other day on the news, right? There was an old guy, I think in his early 80s, going to a shopping complex, and he was making a fuss because he can't pay using physical money. Because
cash.
the shop can only use digital banking to make the payment, right? I want to use that story to come back towards here. In the fintech industry, right, going towards the next 5 years to 10 years, right, how is it actually affecting our daily lives, and how is it really affecting our behaviors?
Okay, come back to the statistics that given by Kamal and Ethan to me. 3.5 billions of world population is using the fintech now. And again, we have 8 billion in total. So I think the caveat here is perhaps the one that in secondary or primary school, or the young's one, and another is the baby boomers generation. I even think that my generation, the Generation X, still also in this, half of us are in this category. So these two generation, the youngs, the babies, the below 17, and I think the above 50, they hardly to accept this habit. Okay, it's like a habit. Before this, you eat rice, suddenly you need to eat pasta. It's not going to be easy.
Right.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong. It's much more healthier, perhaps. Or you eat white rice before that. Now you need to eat like wheat rice or brown rice because it's healthier. It's nothing wrong. It's much healthier, but the habit is not there. So I would say there will be still, struggle to embed it or embrace this technology change. I think for me personally, put aside all this effort that been done, let them be for this old age. Yes, sometimes they need to learn the hardware, like you say, when they go there and suddenly cannot use, they make a big fuss. It will happen for the next, I think, 5 to 10 years until my generation will be considered aging generation already that time, perhaps retired. Then we are okay already. Like I am still not as exposed as you guys, the youngs, the millennial, the generation Z, but basically I can do lah for this age. You know, we still can embrace a little bit, which is important for us. But moving forward 10 years time, I think the whole generation will have more adoption, more willing to accept this adoption of fintech. So give it a time. I think the old generations, and I think in the future also the youngs will be start early. Trust me, yeah. With our pace, with the convenience of using the fintech platform, I think in the near future it will be more higher than 64% that we have now.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Would you say in the next 5 to 10 years, it might mean that we
no
will
cash
never,
at all?
We will never see a paper money. It will become an obsolete thing.
I think in Malaysia, let's focus in Malaysia. I think yes, it can do in Malaysia. Yeah, even now kopitiam in kampung also, in Segamat also
In
use
Pasar Malam, yes.
QR code already. They put QR code. So we are there. We are going there. So in Malaysia cases, I would say in 5 to 10 years time, there will be no cash.
It might be in the museum. Think of a pass.
Yeah. No museum also. So not easy to get cash at it at that time maybe. So yeah, I do believe Malaysia will be one of those who will go towards that.
Right. Because it's digital right now,
Yep.
it's something that you cannot see.
Yeah.
And it's only in your app that you're looking at the numbers by itself, right? So I know that Dr. Lalua, you yourself, you are educating the youth on financial education as well.
Yes.
Would you be able to share with us, right? Adopting the financial technology, the fintech technology over here, from the spending behavior, how does it affect a person in terms of how they spend the money, right? And also, what are the main precautions that the youth can take today to train themselves to be a more disciplined spender, so that they do not get into financial troubles into the future?
Okay. First thing first, we go back to basic. Okay, go back to basic, ladies, girls, boys. Okay, go back to basic. Educate yourself on, your savings and your expenses. Okay, come back to that basic. Put aside the digital kind of thing. You need to know how to check and balance on your spending, which is not supposed to be higher than your income, right? Your earning. So that is the basic rules. Or whatever allowance you have a week, you are not spending more than that. So go back to that basic, excel that, okay, make yourself very good in that, all right, competent yourself for that, okay. Then we move to how you can do it online. Okay, there's a lot of apps also that assisting us in jotting down your spending and expenses. Yes, you can find it in your Maybank's apps. May apps still there, but there's also others apps that assist you in calculating your debit and credit, your income, your in cash flow and out cash flow. For example, the one that is good, close to me is my good friend Key with his Finori apps. Okay, that apps is basically for you to jot, how much money you have the bank, how much your income per month, and how you're spending it. So yeah, Finori will be also part of our road tour later on, all right? So I hope that this can apply to young generations, how to use that apps. That's second, yeah? First, you need to go to basic, calculate on how, check and balance, what's your cash in, cash out all about. Second, how you can use other apps to benefit you. For example, I say Finori. And third, I think you need to keep update yourself on the new things, new kids on the block, the new things that is actually in the market. You need to educate them because as fast as we moving, scam industry also faster. So when we are one step ahead, the scam industry is another 2 steps ahead. So the third thing is you need to educate yourself, especially on the caveat or the disadvantage of using online platforms. Yeah, not like for the simple one that Malaysia also have this anti-scam movement, from Bank Negara, katakan tidak and so on. Yeah, that is good also. Yeah, I think the cat advertisement is catchy. Yeah, everybody is talking about it. So that is the things that government do, but ourselves, we need to actually educate ourselves. Right. Google is all the time. You have Google on hands, just educate that the things that arrive you, SMS, WhatsApp, sometimes they're using it. It sometimes is actually too good to be true.
Right.
Click on Milo, suddenly they are already your, the click Milo advertisement,
Right.
get your KFC free. This is all industry that want to get into your Maybank or your online banking system. So three things.
Yes. So, Dr. Lalua, would you say fintech could be a very good tool for the future generations to be able to manage their money? So, let's say, for example, money coming in, if I have 5,000 ringgit salary coming in into my account, I would be able to already pre-program what are the things that I would like to spend it,
Yes.
and how much money I would like to save it, and etc. That I could basically automate my entire spending. Would you be able to share a little bit more?
Okay, we already go deep to AI in finance, yeah, AI in fintech. Okay, come back, no doubt, fintech is more benefit rather than disadvantages. But again, you need to know your things before you invest. There is a one old quote. I'm not sure whether I think it's from Warren Buffett. Never invest something that you don't understand. Okay, so never invest. So you need to understand where you are actually putting your money in. So again, AI in fintech AI in finance have come to another level. Okay, there's a lot of we call it artificial intelligence that will suggest you to where your money should be channeled to. Okay, then we ask you three questions. Yeah, how long you want your money to come back to you? How long you want to gain the profit? How long, how much you want to gain it, how much, and what is your risk appetite? Are you a risk taker? Are you a risk averse, or are you a risk neutral? By right, it depends on the demographic of that person. So they will ask you these three. You just click, and they already within 5 seconds they already told you that okay, you need to invest in this portfolio. Okay, that is basically a normal standard operation of what we call robo-advisor. But it's been used worldwide to any other portfolio mutual trust or trust fund, mutual fund, yes. Okay, so you need trust. Okay, whatever you call it, it depends on the country. It's actually the basic on where you want to put your money in. If you don't know, it's okay, we assist you, give these three things. How much you want to gain, how long you want to gain it, and what's your risk appetite. They will channel to the
Right.
the propose of what are the portfolio you can invest in.
Okay.
It's easy,
Right.
easy.
Try to rewind it slowly. So from 30 years of age, let's go down the age zone into a 9 to about 17 years old. If I'm a 9 years old to a 17 years old student, right? What are the things that I can do to ensure that I can familiarize myself with the fintech technology that is out there?
What? Okay, this is something because I wish I am at their age. Okay.
So obviously, I think that 9 years old and above, they are technologically
Yeah, I
very
know
savvy.
they catch things very fast.
Yes.
So how we can leverage on this?
Yes.
Okay, I think one thing is game. I think it's everyone's favorites, right? Gamification. Maybe we can put the gamifications. I mean, how the simulations.
Right.
How the money works into a game. That's one good thing, I think. That's one because they glued to their mobile nowadays, right?
Right.
Yeah, right. They don't even wanted to eat. They are fine without eating, but they want. So I think one, we put some embedded on how this can actually. I have no clue on what is the specific things that we can do, but I think we can capture the youngs with gamifications.
Yeah, because I was seeing on the newspaper, youngsters, they get access to their parents' Shopee account.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
what happens is that it's so easy to just buy,
Yeah.
and then without the parents' supervision,
Yeah.
they just
Yeah, because the card is safe inside the
yes,
account, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
they spend close to about a few thousand ringgit in one day on
Yes.
things that they like, right? So
Exactly.
yeah, it's become a huge issue.
That's why I
right
say simulation is important. Okay, first thing first, parents. Okay, you need to know that they are actually easy to buy things. I think it's the security lock is important. I think there is a security lock. I did my security lock in my Shopee account. So yeah, every time I want to pay, they need to give a 3 or 6 password, which is option. I think it's a must. I think all the parents need to take that actually as part of the precautions. Again, awareness lah, gamification, awareness. I think and trophy education, you are good in outreach. Yeah, that's brilliant. If you have the capacity and the capability, I hope there's lots of more like finance advocates like trophy education to go out. I think that is the only thing that we can do now. Yes, we can do it online. They are looking, maybe TikTok also another things, because there is their things now, TikTok. Yeah, approaching them towards TikTok, but normally all those education stuff, they will just swipe, right? So those are another challenges. But again, I think outreach and awareness is important, no matter what is the platform.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think the school, okay,
yes.
sorry, can I add one? The school also need to assist us.
Yes.
Sometimes I know the workload in teachers in school is quite large,
Yes.
correct? I do understand, but I think their roles is important here, because they spending a lot of time with these youngs rather than us, right? We just met them on outreach. Parents just met them at night and letih already, you know, very tired working. They don't have that quality talk. I think the role of schools and teachers, we cannot doubt their roles here.
Right.
Yeah.
For this part, shift the focus on towards the fintech and making money. So we talked about money in, money out. So right now it's about making money as such. Observe that we are currently in APU, the Financial Trading Center over
FTC.
here.
Yeah.
So we have all of the very
The tools, yeah.
Yeah, must I say a very beautiful location over here. So speaking of which, on fintech in investing, right? It used to be, if a person wants to invest stock market, right? They have to do a lot of research and a lot of study and form of a company and such. But with the inclusion of fintech, right, in investing, you are basically able to do decisions very quickly.
Okay.
Even though if you're not doing that homework by itself, you can actually look at another successful investor and to just look at what are the stocks that they are investing in and just copy it from there.
Okay, first thing first, I take this on board. I want to share, like, I don't know, the old quote say, lightning don't strike twice in the same place, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Same goes investment. But at least you are avoiding yourself from going to that area. Am I correct? So basically, yes, you need to experience to know it, or you need to know the people who behind it to know it. So it's good for you to but now I think compared to my 20 years ago when I'm eager to invest, now you can find it easily in YouTube. At least what is the best investment to invest at the moment with such amount of money, what are the risks. So those are the things where we can. And now that's why I just share robo-advisor is part of how you can make money. During sleep, you can do create money. I think also there's a lot of studies in the YouTube where passive incomes, how to create passive income, how to make passive income. But again, you need to know the best thing. If you are a risk taker, go to the capital market, stock market. Go ahead, because that one will give you a very crucial revenue, that dividends and also capital gain. The two things. But if you are not that risk taker, you are actually like, I would say Asian community, we are more like risk neutral, right? Go for unit trust. There's a lot of online unit trust in, okay? Previously, we are keep going with one company with the unit trust. Now there's a lot of thousands of unit trusts you can choose. And if you are risk adverse, go for I don't know, perhaps fixed deposit, which is very, very low. Or you can go robo-advisor. I told you, robo-advisor, you say you are, we have a lot of robo-advisor. I think in Malaysia, we have 8 licensed robo-advisor. One is going out.
So just to clarify,
one is going out.
Robo-advisor is like AI that is
AI
able
in
to
finance.
give you advice on how to
Yes,
invest your money.
where to invest.
I see. Okay.
Which portfolio to choose.
I see.
So robo-advisor is giving you which folio to choose. So previously we have 8, but now I think the race, which is actually, originally from Australia, is exiting our our market, so remain 7. But when we look at it, it's hard because their market share is only 1 million, is it 1 billion, which is less than 0.0001% of what even ASB, ASN have, you know. So basically, it's hard to capture Malaysia for robo-advisor. Basically, maybe I think we still don't trust robot to direct us to which to invest. That is what from what I preserve. We are still in the conventional, like non-Bumi Putra, they go for public mutual. Yeah, that is the one that best, you know. For the Bumi Putra or for the, they go for ASB, ASN, right? Tabung Haji. Because that is give you at least 6%, you know, fixed. I won't say fixed, but you know, fixed by in our mind that is fixed 6% or 5 something. So that's another things that the culture Malaysia also, our retail investor is still like look and see attitude. So that's why we cannot have a higher income or higher passive income in the future. But of course, as the one that me and Jay, like we are preaching financial literacy, yeah, we want Malaysian individual retail investor to have more benefit from the leverage of, you know, the what are the tools, what are the fintech platform that are available in Malaysia. But we are stuck here as part of our community is small, Jay, to be honest, because we don't get anything, right? These advocates, you know, but it's something that we should look at how to survive and how to support this economy madani. I'm so intrigued with the economy madani framework, yeah, to empower the individual lifestyle. So perhaps fintech can be one of the tools for we increase our economy madani.
Right. Would you be able to share?
And I would like to share again. Sorry, Jay.
No problem.
Risk come from not knowing what you are doing. From Warren Buffett. That's another, you know, another quotes that we can learn from fintech, I guess.
Right,
Risk. Yeah.
Right. I would like to shift the focus towards the study of fintech. So we know that the fintech industry has been growing tremendously well from the past 5 years until now. It's been growing at $1 billion rate. Right? A lot of money is pouring into this industry. As a student, right, studying in APU, say for example, maybe not in APU, in any fintech industry as a whole, right? Could you give us an overview on the current available studies in university on the topic or the subject of fintech?
Okay. Can I just take Asia Pacific University as an example, because I am very like really know what is going on here. So basically, the demand from the parents have made us like we need to do something with fintech. So what we did is, or what we is still currently doing is, we have lots of programs which have specialized in fintech. For example, we have this bachelor in IT specialized in fintech. There is a bachelor in banking and finance specialist in fintech. There's also bachelor in actuarial science specialized in fintech. And I think School of Accounting and Finance at the moment is actually waiting for the license to work on our bachelor in fintech. Oh, I think it's already been given. Yeah, just we are waiting for intake to come. All right, master is in fintech. Definitely, there's a lot of specialized in fintech. So why do we actually do this? Is because of parent demands and also the market demand. Recently, there is Tunku Zafrul, the Ministry of MITI came. All right, I have a discussion with my CEO. Basically, we are talking about how we can gauge this low enrollment in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics enrollment, and how can we work with that? I think one of my personal opinion is, why don't we embed what the parents want, like fintech, into whatever, like EEE, engineering, like specialized in fintech and so on. So perhaps with that, the enrollment, or of this critical STEMs specialization can be increased, because parents want to know what is our future. So our future is all to do with technology, and to my area, fintech. Definitely, fintech is the new new life later, like we shared earlier. So I say with embedded all the fintech specialization into the core subject of those program would be one of the best advantage. And you can see like APU is working hard with our technology. We have cybersecurity lab in front. We have XR lab. We have robotic lab. So all the things that we think is the future is here in APU. So for me, my core fintech, definitely I'm working hard to work on the fintech, and I hope and my pray that I know that APU will be the the leading of fintech school in Malaysia.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I think we are moving towards that. Yes.
So as a graduate of
Fintech, yeah.
a student in fintech, right? What is the overall promise in the future if I'm getting into the career in fintech, right?
Okay, let me tell you, if you are the employer,
Yeah.
right, Jay, I have a business degree. Yeah, you want to find an admin staff, let's say, or business development staff. There's two candidates come to you. One is business development student, bachelor in different. Now one is bachelor in perhaps something with fintech, bachelor in administration with fintech. You as employer, which one you choose?
Possibly with the knowledge in fintech as well.
Yeah, why?
Because everything is getting digitalized.
Yeah, you have it's like 2 in 1. You get that what you want plus extra,
Right.
correct? So that is why we believe in that too. Why don't we give more rather than we give what you want? Why don't we give more, as so the talent to be out. So I think so that is one of the reason why I think APU try to beautify or make it creative to our awarded subject.
Right.
Yeah, I think like my COO, Mr. Padi always said, if I can quote that, we want to give what employer want actually. We don't want to short sendiri.
Right.
So fintech is for me is another next big thing. I know IT and cybersecurity, AI, that is another thing. But fintech is a must thing for us, for a country, for the nation to boost.
Right.
I guess.
Would you be able to share with us currently, let's say Malaysia alone, right? Market demand for a graduate with fintech, it's currently very
It's
low.
still low because not many university are offering it. And I think the one that have a very good module at the moment, not that I'm looking high to APU, is APU. That's why when APU second interviewed me, I was still in the UK doing a consulting firm with a UK company. So when they said that they are looking into this fintech seriously, so that is actually the reason why I come back, because I would love to be in this fintech ecosystem.
I see.
It's new, but it's a promising one.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the overall banking industry right now. So CIMB, Maybank, the top banks in Malaysia has already adopted into applications.
Yes,
You can
definitely.
they even have
Definitely.
all the fintech services in their app by itself.
True.
Money in, money
True.
out, and etc.
But it's not just in bank, Jay.
Yes.
Can I share? There's a lot of things that are going on in fintech ecosystem at the
Right.
moment.
Right.
We have around 330, I guess, fintech ecosystem at the moment in Malaysia. It's
Right.
keep rising every year. So it's fun to see what's actually they are actually offering to us.
Right. Right.
It's good. It's good to monitor closely, and it's good to take advantage on it.
Yes.
So I
would
think the
say-
youngs will be so you should be blessed with what at the moment that we are working on.
Right.
So the youngs grab this. I also cannot wait. At this age, I don't know how long I'm going to live, but I cannot wait to see what's for us in fintech ecosystem in Malaysia, especially.
Right.
Is promising. I think we are not way behind from the the developed country.
Right.
We are in the same direction.
Right.
Maybe our pace is a little bit less.
Right. Say, for example, some of your graduates, right, from the fintech course, what are the different type of careers that they have managed to secure after graduating as a fintech?
Okay, if the post is specifically for fintech, of course they benefit that because they are from fintech, the fintech graduates. But those who are not from, the position is not fintech, basically they use that as a leverage of, oh, I did more, like what I told you. So what are the tasks is basically the advisory post, finance exec or finance area, management training. That is when you started to graduate. Yes,
I see.
But and then there's a lot of fintech founders. Yeah, they also need fintech. Yes, I would say that they prefer more software engineering kind of person.
Right.
Yes, software things, IT kind of person. I do agree. But if you have this IT embedded with fintech, it's much more a benefit, or you can use that as a leverage to work in the bank. Because I think a lot of fintech ecosystem nowadays is still and will always upgrade their system, right? Never ending. So I think that is one of the thing why you must be fintech specialist.
Right.
Yeah. So start with maybe your studies.
Right.
Yeah, that would
So,
be good.
so say for example, for 9 years old to 18 years old, what are the
Ah.
subjects that they must really do well or excel in to be able to going into a fintech course in any of the local or overseas universities or college?
I think they can start from after SPM is also can, right?
Right.
They have these foundations, go on the foundations, matriculations. I think all the university, regardless whether you are public or private university, they start with a foundation first. So after 1 year of enrolling in foundation or matriculations, then you can actually choose all the critical, or I would say back what you call critical areas, and then look around for fintech embedded. That will be good.
I see. Would you say?
I'm still like skeptical with
Yeah.
fintech. I mean, I'm still like into fintech because not everybody have the opportunity. Yes, that's a word, to learn fintech.
Right. Would you say one have to be good in the subject of, say, for example, mathematics, or is there any
No, I
specific
don't think
subject that
so.
they have to be?
No, not really.
I see.
Not really. I think you will find these feelings or the vibes when you do your foundations and um, matriculations. I think fintech student mostly are basically, yes, maybe a person, a youngs which like numbers, because they take finance is numbers. So when you love numbers and you love technology, of course, fintech. It's no requirement, but it's more to who prone to take fintech subject.
Right.
So I think people who love numbers will love finance.
Okay. From the education side, so we want to look at the more on the environmental and the social impact of fintech. So a lot of companies are going on towards E.S.G.
Yes.
Right? So would you be able to share a little bit more about
What is E.S.G?
Yeah, E.S.G.
Okay.
and how does it affect the fintech as a whole?
Of course, E.S.G. Whatever sustainable effect, a lot of things. Because if we are not sustainable, we are not long lasting, there will be no place or no time to enjoy. So we need to actually, because I'm also a very like sustainable, I would say junkies. Yeah, I will always into sustainable. So even my core is sustainable finance and inclusive finance, include fintech. So for me, E.S.G is a metric where we want to measure whether how far organizations or a person, right, are into environmental, social and governance. Okay, put aside environmental. People think sustainable is all about go green. Okay, sustainable is not about that. It's not just about that. It's also about being good to other people. It's also about being fair to other people. So this is also another aspect what we call what we need E.S.G. So basically, if you don't be nice to people, you are not being fair to people, and you're not protecting your people, I would say this E.S.G. This is my definition. If you are not fighting for that, there's no point of whatever you learn, include fintech.
Right.
Okay. So yes, it is important not just fintech, but fintech obviously we have a metric that calculate E.S.G. to see how far, how deep we are into in having this sustainable economics or sustainable world.
Right.
So yeah.
In real life, right, how does fintech actually contribute into the sustainability aspect of it? So obviously the less papers.
Yes,
so we
I
won't
think
be using
I
more
just want to
paper.
say, people say,
Yeah.
okay, let's go to
That's
the
obvious one.
obvious one. No papers.
Okay.
Yeah, no payment slip, no advice slip. Okay, that's the things. Another thing is, I would say like, okay, let's say about lemon example. We don't go to work as much. We now like hybrid. Okay, that we don't use our car. We use less carbon. So that's another thing. So another thing that I would like to share is nowadays, if you want to fly, they will say the options that you are contributing to carbon matrix. RM1 lebih sahaja, but it actually save a lot for our carbon calculations. There's a lot of things that contribute to fintech, to ESG. I would say that, okay, social aspect is a lot. I think we are more to social aspect. For example, immigrants, okay, you can send money easily compared to before. Your inclusion is much more robust, you know. So those are the things that to the rural community. Ya, dulu orang asli susah nak tengok, nak pergi bank, now we have online. Right, so those are the things that fintech can contribute to society, to ESG. So I think to sustainable. So there's a lot of things that will link it to sustainable.
Right.
I think, yeah, lots. I can name it tomorrow morning. You can give the example.
Right. Okay. So when we talk about fintech, right?
Yeah.
So obviously there's one word that always goes very synonymously with fintech, which is AI, artificial
Okay.
intelligence. So let's talk a little bit about fintech with the integration of artificial intelligence. Right? So what are the upcoming trends that you can see or observe in the marketplace on how fintech is utilizing artificial intelligence?
I think now one thing that you can see extensively used by the banks, I would say, is this AMLA, where they use the detections of where the money from to alert you. So if you just imagine if we use human, how long we want to get that information,
Right.
how long they will like alert, and you know, human, they cannot monitor 1,000 accounts in the same minute or in the same seconds, but AI can. So AI will send an alert that there is not a normal transfer here. So
Right.
they alert you. This is what we call AML, yeah, AMLA Act. They will alert you. So this is AI. Okay, we want to try to minimize the money laundering. Okay. Another thing is, again, we come back to robo. They will assist us on which investment can be invest. If you use financial advisors normal, there will be a lot of personal touch, sensitivity, you know, and a lot of emotions going on, but not with AI. Yeah, perhaps you cannot ask a lot from the AI, but they will give you what they should give you. There's no
Right.
personalization there.
Right. So when we talk about AMLA, right?
Okay.
So it basically tracks a person's spending behavior. Maybe for the last 5 years, this is the spending behavior habit for person A, and then suddenly there's like a huge transfer of
Yes.
money,
Yes.
or there's like a huge withdrawal
Yes.
of money. So what will-
Abnormal, they say, abnormal transition.
So it used to be every month, maybe I would be spending 3,000 ringgit,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then suddenly there's like a transfer of 50,000 out of
Correct,
my bank account.
correct.
So how will they trace back, and how will the authorities be
Okay.
notified?
They get the alerts,
Mhm.
okay, and they will call you.
Right.
If you don't reply or you don't respond with the call after 1 day, they will block your accounts.
Right.
You don't want that to do.
Right.
I remember one of my trainers in Bali, when we are in Bali, I think he got his advisory fees. I think it's 50,000 ringgit Malaysia, I think 10,000 US dollar. Then basically the bank called him up while giving lecture, I remember. So he said, oh guys, I need to take this, is from the bank. So I said, yeah. And then he said, oh yeah, that's my professional fees. So that is how fast the AMLA works.
Right.
Okay, so they will not stop the transition, but they will freeze your account
Right.
if you don't respond.
It used to be, it could take like 1 month before the bank
It's
or the
more than
authority
1 month
knows.
because one person have to monitor hundreds accounts,
Right.
but now it's a machine who's doing it.
Right.
They detect you, there is abnormal transaction, so they give to the personnel, whichever pick up and do the call. So
Right.
that is how AMLA works. I think this is start in Malaysia, I think in 2018, 2019, where it's extensively used by the bank.
Right.
Yeah, this AMLA Act, and until now lah, it's a good thing
Yeah.
for me.
Last month, I made a transfer of 25K, and immediately the transfer didn't go through.
Yes.
It's putting under
Pending.
the bank on hold.
On hold.
And then in about 5 minutes time, I received a call from the bank
I
to
told you.
verify, Jay, did you transfer this amount and for what purpose?
Yeah.
Right? And it's very efficient.
Because there's alert there.
Yeah. And would I say it's a very good security measure
True.
to prevent people from getting into scams
Yeah.
and frauds nowadays?
Yeah, I think it's actually started September 11 case. I think it's triggered around the world. And then when it's September 11, I still remember I was a finance manager in Manchester at that time. So it's quite, and I'm working in audit firm. Yeah, so it's quite, a circulation overnight that we need to do the next day kind of thing. Yeah, that is how it actually started. But it's good. It's good anyway. It's good. Yeah.
Right. And
It's a good measure to secure lah.
Yes. So from the betterment of our lives, right, in fintech, right, would you be able to give us some example on coming future on how our lives will be even better with the
It should be.
With the improvement of
Yeah.
the fintech technology?
It should be even better, yeah, Jay. So if you think that this fintech adoption of fintech will actually destroy our life, then you don't understand fintech itself. To be honest, fintech here is to make everybody life easy, from the government, the nation, the agency, to the industry itself, to us, to family, to us. Basically, all aspect of ecosystem, fintech should actually give us a better life. Okay, meaning it might be fast. It can help you to know better on who's, and what. And even at the moment, even if I'm not mistaken, even in the Shopee or in the Temu, there's a new shopping kind of thing.
Right.
When we scan that item, there's a lots of the same item have a different price.
Right.
So you can choose the cheapest one. Right. You can choose the cheapest one. So that's another things that fintech really actually contribute to our better life.
Right.
Why you want to buy the same thing with a different price?
Right.
Right. There's a cheap option for it. So I think if you really understand fintech, it should give you a benefit lah.
Yes.
You should. If you think this is so difficult, make your life harder, then that's mean you don't understand the gist of fintech.
Right.
Yeah.
I think speaking of which, on the price tracker, so
Yeah.
recently I think the government just came out with an app. So it basically, if you want to buy a packet of tepung susu, milk,
okay.
right, on the same, let's say, brand A.
Ah.
So what happens is that if you put that particular brand
Yes.
into the app,
Yes.
it's able to check within the vicinity of your location, 10-kilometer radius,
The price.
yes, all of the prices and where you can get the cheapest with
Exactly.
that price by itself.
Exactly. Well, include what we call insurtech. Yeah, I think the Malaysia have bijak lah. Bijak lah, I think. Alright, where this is where you can track. Okay, life insurance of 1 million. Which insurance company that give you the
Right.
lesser premium?
Right, right. Would this
It's
mean
really
that
bijak. Okay, that is bijak, not bijak lah. Bijak. Okay, BJAK. That's one of the good platform. This is what we call insurtech. Yeah,
Would it
another
mean
part of
that
fintech.
in the future there would probably be no more issues where people are buying things at the inflated amount of price?
That's actually the purpose.
Yes.
The purpose. That is what we try to aim. That's why fintech founders try to aim. But again, in this world, there's lots of opportunities coming in.
Right.
So you need to educate yourself. That is the most important.
Right. Would you say that fintech provides the transparency that people are able to monitor, transactions more clearly?
I would say yes and no. Yes, if you know which platform to use. No, if you just blindly trust on one apps only.
Right.
So it come back to your awareness. You need to bijak, clever to manning your fintech. Which fintech platform that you use.
Right.
That's my 2 cents.
Right.
Yes.
I know that you have been involved in a lot of fintech ecosystem
Okay.
contributions towards the overall marketplace in
Not
Malaysia.
contribution, but okay.
Yeah. Would you be able to share a few of the upcoming or the previous initiatives that you have been a part of? Would be important.
Yeah,
us
to all of us.
Yes.
Okay, I think in the fintech ecosystem, we have a lots of drivers. For example, MDEC. Yeah, they try to inculcate and empowering all these fintech founders, so that these fintech founders have driver to drive where to go. So there's a lots of I would say MD, my digital company that is under MDEC that is actually try to reach out to other people how to use. I know quite a lot, but it come back to the purpose. There is Janjila, Bija, Cashcool, lots I would say like Hariwang, P10, all these fintech founders or fintech company is basically try to deliver easy way for you to use fintech. Okay, like P10. If you don't mind to mention, I need to actually explore the apps, all right? Because fintech P10 actually giving you how much that you need when you start retiring. So you are 40 plus now, then how long that you want to retire and how much that you want monthly when you retired. They actually come out with the apps of this is how much that you need to have, all right? And this is how much that you need to save now starting next month and where to invest your money. That's quite a good apps. I need to explore further, but I don't have any spare money at the moment. Just kidding. So yeah, there's lots of fintech founders that is actually try to assist us. Of course, I will not deny they also have their the aims for themselves. But it's a win-win situation. You know what I mean? It's win for them, win for us, the users as well. So I guess there is no specific things that I'm looking forward. Everybody is actually doing their things. We try to one thing is I think the most important the most important thing that Malaysian can do is try to embrace this. Don't reject. Awal-awal dah reject. We try to avoid that. Just embrace this. Whether you want to use it or not is different thing. But at least you know that what are these platforms for. So with that, I think you can make a better choice which one that you want to embrace. Let's say you say, oh, I don't have money left to invest now. It's okay. Just bear in mind that there's this fintech platform that can generate such thing. If you are capable and you have the capacity to do so, do that.
Right.
So I don't see any specific, except all the digital bank that gave me wow factors. But sometimes I was like, we have enough banks, isn't it? Which is already like go for online banking. Why do we need digital bank? I'm more liking the e-banking kind of thing. But anyway, they are also like promoting financial inclusions. So we just support everybody who are actually supporting financial inclusions. Orang kata what they say for a better Malaysia, yeah, people need to have acknowledge themselves. So yeah, let embrace the financial inclusion thing.
Okay, beautiful.
Let us use whatever platform available.
Just to explore and to familiarize ourselves with
Yes.
what the fintech has to offer for us.
I think that's one also jargon that say fear of missing out. FOMO is also another thing of Malaysian, but you don't engage with everything that come. You need to know which one is legit, which one is for you. Sometimes it's legit but not for you. So maybe you need to know which is your capability and your capacity.
So like what you said earlier, back to the basics of it, how you manage your money in and money out, that will be the main important basic.
You don't want to save money that you don't have.
Yes.
You don't want to invest money that you don't have. So it would be another debt. So you need to know your capacity, you need to know your capability.
Okay. So to tie everything that we have just discussed so far, any final remarks with the overall topic of fintech? To just give us a.
So it comes back to our target. Is Malaysian amongst 10 to 17 years old. So one thing that I know that you say, oh, you don't have this money to save in fintech and so on. It's okay. But one thing that I think I would love my fellow Malaysian adik-adik is equip yourself with all these fintech inclusions available in Malaysia. Yeah. Equip yourself, know yourself, empower yourself with all this. It's okay to not use it now, but you can plan what you want to do in the future. Like what I say to all my interviews in Awani, in RTM, Selamat Pagi Malaysia is planning. Planning is actually the weapon for everything. Not just your money, but also your life. So plan, and So you have this fintech. I think Trophy is actually sharing with you. Keep this, make it keep it with you, and after you have the capacity, invest, use it. Yes.
So, and with that, thank you so much, Dr.
Thank
Lalua.
you, Jay. Thank you for.
It's been a pleasure speaking to
Yes.
you on the topic of fintech.
Yes, always my favorite topic.
Yes, and I presume that you would have a lot more activities and programs coming up with regards to this as well.
Soon. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I will share with you.
Yes, so I think with that, hopefully we are able to have Dr. Lalua back with us again
Yes.
for another discussion on the topic of fintech and other topics as well. So it's been great pleasure to have you and together with APU for having us in this very beautiful locations over here.
Yes.
Also to our crews and helpers over here that is together
Yes.
with us over here.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.